Hello, greetings and salutations. This is a look ahead at the first quarter of 2026 for Pisces placements. So your Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Venus, if any of those are in Pisces, if you have a collection of other placements in Pisces, or if you have a number of placements in your 12th house, which is ruled by Pisces, then this could be a reading for you. Welcome. If you're new here, I'm Jess. I was like considering and discarding titles to put in there. They're just not important. What is important? We're going to take a look ahead at the first 3 months of 2026. So I'm going to pull some tarot and some oracle cards. We'll do one each for the overall energy for the next 3 months, and then we'll do one each for January, February, and March. And then we will pull some more tarot on what would be the best use of your energy, like the most aligned focus, like where should you focus your energy that would be the most helpful for you, and then potential like good things coming your way and potential challenges to be on the lookout for. And then we will finish off with an oracle card from the Green Witch Oracle, just kind of as a whatever last message Spirit would like to leave you with. The other ones of these have been in the 35 to 40 minute range, so I would anticipate that's what this one will be. These are general and collective readings, meaning that a number of people are going to watch them and find meaning in some of the messages. But because they are collective readings, not every message will make sense for every person. So if the majority of it does feel resonant to you, then great. Take whatever feels like it helps and leave whatever doesn't. If you would like a for sure specific for you reading, you can book a reading with me. The only way to do that right now is through my website, which is sealedinthestars.com. I am also having a holiday sale that's going on through the 3rd, 50% off. 50% off everything in my store. Readings, products, everything. Use code Krampus at checkout to get 50% off. But yeah, that's the only way to work with me. I will never message you first or solicit you for a reading. I will never reply in the comments asking you to book a reading. If any of that happens, block and delete those people. They're not me. Okay, that feels like all of the important intro stuff. Trying to remember what to say all 12 times. A little bit of a challenge for me. Okay. For you guys, my dear, sweet, dreamy Pisces, I am using the Tarot of the Divine for you. All right. And as always, or if you don't know this yet, I do always cleanse and shuffle them like very thoroughly. I just don't do that on camera because nobody needs to watch several minutes of that. All right, let's start with, I'm gonna pull all of these cards upside down and then we'll look at all of them together. So start with the deck. The overall energy for the next 3 months for quarter 1 of 2026 for our Pisces. Okay, perfect. I love that it flipped, but then another card covered it, so I couldn't actually see what it was. So I love that. All right, and then let's do one for January. And for February. And one for March. And now we're going to do the same with the oracle cards. So the tarot is going to tell us the overall energy of the times that we're looking at, and the oracle card is going to tell us how we can best approach what's happening in that month. So the best attitude to have in order to navigate those energies as successfully as possible. Okay, take that one for the overall energy. That one was just popping out. And then let's do one for January, please. And Nope, too many. At least I caught them before they fall. One for February. One, and then one for March. One for March. Just one for March. Thank you. Alright. Let's see what we got. Alright, overall energy for the next few months, quarter one of 2026. Ooh. Alright, Pisces, we got 3 of Cups. I'm trying to remember to leave the cards there longer so you guys can look at them. 3 of Cups. Oh, pardon me. The burping confirmations start already. I haven't even really said anything yet. Okay, so Cups as a suit. Well, hang on. Okay. Without getting like let's not get too into the weeds on this, Spirit. There are 2 sections to the tarot, the major arcana and the minor arcana, or arcana, however you choose to say that. The majors have to do with kind of big picture spiritual lessons, things that we are sent here to learn, things that we would consider like karmic or fated or destiny. Destiny, we're going to put in quotes because free will. When something is destined, it's about the lesson and never about the circumstance or the person. Anyways, that's the majors. The minor arcana deals with our day-to-day life, and that's made up of 4 suits of those. Each of the suits represents a different area of our day-to-day life. So Cups is one of the minors, and it represents the area of our life that has to do with like our emotional well-being. So it's our emotions, how we process them, how we are in relation to other people. So both romantic connections, platonic, it's in flowing connection with other people. It also represents our connection to our intuition, and beyond that to the divine. Kind of the same thing. Your intuition is how the divine speaks to you and through you, including your higher self is part of the divine. Okay, sorry, slow down. Sometimes they get me going really fast. So that's what the suit of Cups represents. 3 of Cups is all about coming together with people that support you emotionally, right? So this is community building, this is collaborative, this is feeling supported, this is it's building something emotionally with people that matter to you and feeling supported. So I love that for you. Okay, and then the best energy for you to approach the next few months. Oh, upside down. Okay. Sorry. This is really good. This is perfect. This is perfect. I have a few Pisces peoples that I love very much, and I know this is going to resonate with a couple of them. This says, I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. I feel like that just needed to hang there for a second. But also the way that these cards working together, because clearly going through some things. I mean, kind of everybody is. It's the very end of the 9-year, and as the astrology predicted, the world is on fire, both external and a lot going on internally for all of us. And so as you are encountering and moving through this discomfort, it makes sense that you would find personal growth and deeper meaning through finding, like feeling more supported. You know, you're building this foundation of like emotional growth and stability and support and connection and community. And so, you know, what does help you find deeper meaning and personal growth when you're going through some shit, except the people that are there for you, you know, that can help support you and reflect things back to you and help you work through things. So I love that. That's a really sweet way to start the year. the Gregorian calendar year. But somebody brought this up, and I mentioned this in one of the other videos too, because I thought it was a really great point, which is that even though the energetic new year is the spring equinox in March, we don't wait until the spring to start planning for the spring. Anybody that has a garden knows that it's in the winter when you really start, you need to plan everything out. I mean, really great gardeners start even earlier than that, but these dark moments, these dark resting months, you're still like thinking and plotting and planning and figuring it out and getting the supplies together and like readying yourself for the spring. And so this feels really aligned with that as well. Like starting off gently, getting ready to really blossom. Okay, let's talk about, wait, hang on. Okay, let's talk about January. What's going on in January? Ooh, okay. So the overall energy, sorry, I forgot to turn the do not disturb on. Okay. Overall energy for January is the Wheel of Fortune. Wait, see if I can get it to focus. All right, the Wheel of Fortune talks to us all about the only constant is change. So, if you are in a place if you're at the low part of the wheel, right? If you're moving amid the discomfort, if you're moving through discomfort and anything else, contrast, then the wheel is here to inspire you to know that things are getting better, right? And whatever is down now will go up. And so then your message is to just hang in there, to recognize that this is just a moment, that it will pass. January can be a challenging month historically in a lot of ways for a lot of people. So don't take it personally, and be on the lookout for things getting better, right? So if you're feeling discomfort, then the change is coming in January. There is a change coming in to help you feel better, that's going to start to turn around, that will make you feel like the worst is behind you and you are on your way up. All right, the best way for you to approach the energy in January is, when I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. Oh, those cute little owls there. Yeah, these absolutely go hand in hand, right? Because we are trusting. Part of the message, a big part of the message of the wheel, is the faith. It is the trust in the universe that things are going to get better. That something else is coming that is going to lift us up and move us forward. And so, leaning on your faith in the universe, one, buys you immediate peace, because it takes away the angstiness of, is it going to be okay? Because you know that it is going to be okay in some way, shape, or form, and you do trust that the change is coming and that it's getting better. And so that does bring real peace immediately. And because we are energetic magnets, being in a more peaceful, aligned energy actually brings you the beneficial changes that much faster. Feeling good brings more feeling good. All right, let's talk about February. What's going on in February? The moon. So the moon, and I didn't say it's either the Wheel of Fortune and the moon, these are both major cards. So, meaning that these are big life lessons, important moments, that the energy is going to be focused on those things. Okay, so the moon talks to us about our shadows and things that are underneath coming to light. It can be, represents our subconscious. So I feel like this could be This feels really a lot like you getting in touch with the deeper parts of yourself, like these deeper, when I say shadow aspects, shadow is not a bad thing. We are light and shadow, and neither is better or more important than the other. It's all important, but a lot of times we don't often address our shadows, address our underneath, and so it feels like you are really being brought to a place where this is really being kind of brought to the forefront, where you're having to, like, I see this as like you're really having to like dig deep into these emotions that are coming up for you, and to really, like, I'm hearing you're just having that, you're asking yourself, or the universe is asking you, or both. You are the universe expressing itself through you, asking yourself, what's going on in here? How can I release things that are not serving me, and how can I transmute things that have been in the shadows or in a painful aspect of my life? How can I transmute that into something positive and of the light? That's really interesting. Somebody's got really funny vibes. Somebody's got very funny guides. I've got one one guide, or one set of guides, giving this like very deep, like esoteric, like this is your shadows and confronting them and transmuting it, and how important it is to have this time in the dark for you to be able to bring that stuff to the light. Like that's an important message. And then immediately right behind that, I'm like, I hear, listen, it's not that deep. I mean, it is that deep, but it's not that deep. It's like it is, but it isn't. There's parts of it that are all of that. That's also valid. And then there's also, I'm just hearing there's stuff you're not saying. There's either and or, could be all together. Like ideas and passions that you're not acting on. That could be like a hobby, an idea. I keep hearing like somebody's gonna write a book, or somebody should think about writing a book, or somebody has, like, somebody's story would be a great book. And then also hearing like, so again, these are collectives, so maybe that's for one of you, and then for another one of you, there is a very strong push about like somebody's feelings need to come to light. It's like there are these big, deep feelings that are hidden beneath the surface, and about letting those come up to the light, and how it illuminates everything in a beautiful way. They're just like showing me the full moon, and like how the full moon illuminates the darkness and makes everything like so ethereal and beautiful. Wait, let's see. Oh, we didn't even look at this yet. So February's approach to all of this moon shadow work is, this has come up in like 3 of these now. I love that. Okay, big. Were the other ones? Yeah, the other ones were Aquarius. If you have Aquarius placements, this card came out in that, I think. And I think Capricorn was the other one. It says, when I think I've surrendered, I surrender more. So if you have other placements in the signs I just mentioned, and this card keeps coming up, they would like you to surrender more, please. I just heard, just don't be so guarded, which is understandably very challenging. I mean, I am a fellow water sign. I'm a Scorpio. I don't even know that I'm capable of being completely unguarded. So I get it. All right, let's talk about March. Oh my God, we still have so much to go. Okay. Yes! All right, Pisces, this is fucking great for you. I love this for you guys. Okay, March. The energy of March is the Ten of Coins. This is everything you want and then some. So, coins from the Minor Arcana is the suit that deals with, it is our material world, but also I like to call it, I best like to describe it as saying that it represents things that we value, because it represents like our resources, our abundance, our prosperity, financial and otherwise, but it also represents our family structure, our stability, our security, our loved ones, like our family. So, 10 of Coins is, it is the card that represents legacy wealth. It is the card that represents having not just material security, but true abundance, and luxury, and not just like the material thing, but all the material stuff is really represented by this card, because it's about having prosperity in these very important areas of your life. So it's like feeling prosperous and stable and secure in your home life, in your family, feeling so grounded and strong in that. This suit is represented by the element of earth. Slow down, fuckers. And when I think of this suit, often in some decks, the Ace of Pentacles will be illustrated as being a seed. And the 10 is like the big oak tree. It's just so strong. It can make it, if you've never been down south, they make it through hurricanes. They're flexible and strong, and they can just hold all of this beauty. So yeah, March is going to be very, very abundant. You will be feeling very abundant in all of those areas, because they're showing me and pointing out that it's like, yes, more money is going to come your way, more financial abundance is going to come your way. There's some kind of something big happens in March, specifically financially. But also something big happens in terms of your family life. So for some people, that could be like a step forward with a romantic partner, like taking a more committed step. So you could go from, you could move in together or get engaged, or maybe it could be taking what is a platonic relationship to being a romantic relationship. But there's a shift in both your material resources and also the family security dynamic. So I love that. Okay, and then the advice for how to best receive all of this wonderful abundance in March, we have, I always trust the direction of the universe and know I am being guided. Which is great. It's gonna be easy to reinforce that while things are going great. So yay, I love that. Okay. Well, this is like kicking off to a good start. I love that for you guys. All right, let's see. How did I say the next one? Oh, where should you best focus your energy? That's like the most aligned use of your energy right now. Where should you be focusing for growth and opportunity? And sometimes, like, we could be really effective in one area of our life, but maybe we're not focusing there. Thank you for the confirmation. All right, where should Pisces focus for the first quarter of 2026? LOL. I want to be a Pisces today. This is so great. Okay. All right. We have Page of Coins, which is Page of Pentacles. We have Ten of Cups and Queen of Cups. Not too shabby, friends. You got you got Ten of Coins and Ten of Cups in the same reading. Two of the most welcome cards to have. So we just talked about Ten of Coins. Ten of Cups. So if that's material fulfillment, Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment. The Nine of Cups is called the wish fulfillment card. That's like getting everything you wished for, everything you've dreamed of. And then the Ten of Cups is even more than that. This is the beyond your wildest dreams. Ten of Coins is beyond your wildest dreams in a material sense. Ten of Cups is beyond your wildest dreams in an emotionally satisfying, fulfilling, like you feel good and loved and connected, and you feel like you can express yourself and be loved for who you are and for how you love. It's just very, very, very fulfilling card. I love this. This is my like cups runneth over card. It's like all of these cups are filled. You know, they feel supported emotionally, materially, spiritually, all of the leaves, right? So Page of Coins, this is the energy of slowly building something. So pages are the energy of like either like a new fresh energy, and Pentacles, again, the material, about all the material things. This is about you're building something new here in these next few months, and so this is what they really want you to focus on, is to take a pages have an eager and an enthusiastic approach to whatever it is that they're working on. There's very kind of like a student approach, but in a way that's very eager to learn and to build something. What was that? Okay, and then you also have Queen of Cups here. The Queen of Cups is very nurturing and calm and kind and emotionally reciprocal. So as far as, and then, wait, I didn't tell you, a little all over the place again. At the bottom here we have Six of Swords. So as far as like what you should focus, where you should focus your energy for the most aligned growth and results, focus on being open-minded, eager, and enthusiastic about what you're building, whatever it is that you're working on materially. So if that's work, if you have a business idea, whatever that is, if you're like building savings, or somebody's like physically building something, and then some other people are kind of building wealth, and for some people it's both. But they just want you to have like an eager approach to it. Don't be impatient about this. You know, this is going to take time, and you're kind of in the new part of building that. So have an enthusiastic approach to what you're working on. Embrace. There is so much like joy and love coming your way. So to embrace and focus on the things that have you feeling this Ten of Cups feeling. So what is it in your life that when you do those things, or when you engage with those people, that has you just, who lights you up? What lights you up? And focus on those things. So it's like, you know, instead of spending time with the things or people that drain you, spend time with people and things that refresh you, that have you feeling just like bursting with goodness, you know, like focus on those things. Focus on being kind, compassionate, be nurturing to yourself and to others. These are the best uses of your energy right now, the best use of your focus. Six of Swords talks to us about, Six of Swords is about leaving things behind that don't really serve us or that are not aligned for us anymore. You can kind of see it in this, but see here how the water is like kind of rough and choppy, and over here it's beautiful and calm. In the traditional depiction, like this side of the sky is gray and dark, and this is just about like, yeah, you're leaving troubled waters behind. You're leaving behind things that, you know, haven't been great for you, and you don't need to look back there. Just see, like, they're not looking behind them at all whatsoever. They're focused forward on these things. So that's what you should be doing there. All right, and then next was, oh, what do you have to look forward to about, like, what's gonna go really well? You can be looking forward to. Ooh, upside down. Ooh, I love that. Yes, let's go. Things to look forward to. Ace of Swords. Breakthroughs, clarity. Swords, another of the minors, represents, this is our mental landscape. So Cups is our emotional stuff. Swords has to do with how we think, how we communicate, how we receive information. It's our mental clarity. It's our logic, how we process things. And the aces are new beginnings, new opportunities, but specifically Ace of Swords is a breakthrough. It's clarity. It's it could be a breakthrough conversation. This could be an aha idea. It could be both. For whoever it is sitting on their feelings, this could be the conversation where you guys have that talk. So clarity and breakthroughs, what you have to look forward to in the next 3 months. That's too many. Okay, and then potential challenges. Oh. Is it just the one? Great, both are okay, perfect. Potential challenges, we have, oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay, we have 10 of Wands. You're so right, Spirit, thank you. We'll come back to that. 10 of Wands is the card of burnout. It can be feeling overwhelmed. Bitch, stop. Hang on, I just need to let this catch up for a second, and then I can fill you in on why I just had that reaction. Okay. I pulled this card, paused for a moment internally, and said, you heard me say out loud, thank you, Spirit, because I recognized that we have the 10 of Wands here, and then I was thinking to myself, you also got 10 of Cups, 10 of Coins, that's 10, 10, 10. Then my brain was like, but wait, you also got the Wheel of Fortune, which is also a 10. So now that's 4 10s that you have here. So I was pausing that to finish this thought about challenges, and then be able to circle back and talk about the 10s and angel numbers and how 10 10 10 10 probably is showing up or will be showing up for you significantly. And when I moved the 10 of Wands, sorry, I'm being crazy right now. When I moved the 10 of Wands to show you, and I looked down, the next fucking card is the 10 of Swords. It's literally the only 10 that's left in the deck. There's 78 cards in the deck. There's 5 10s. You got all 5. So, big. This is when I like geek out on the tarot part. So, sorry, not sorry. I'm just going to geek out for a minute. Focus. Okay, let's finish up on potential challenges. Feeling burnt out. And also, we have to take this because once I pull this, feeling burnt out, overwhelmed, anxious. This is the card of anxiety. 10 of Swords is like mental anguish, anxiety, feeling like you can't shut your brain up, it won't turn off. Ten of Wands is the physical representation of being overburdened and stressed out. Ten of Swords is the mental representation of being stressed out, overburdened, overwhelmed. So what you need to be on the lookout for, potential challenges, doing too much and overthinking and overstressing and overcomplicating things. And when you find yourself in this energy, refocus, right? Remember, like, we're moving on, Six of Swords, we're moving on to better places to be, and this is kind of all part of this, like, excavating this underneath shit on your way to fucking joy and happiness and fulfillment. So, also, look at all your tens. Look at all your tens. Let's talk the numerology for a moment, because this is also really aligned. So, in numerology, tens are the end of a cycle. It only goes from 1 to 10, it's really to 9 and then the 0. Anyways, so tens in tarot, we go from ace to 10. 10 is the end of a cycle. It's the close of a cycle. It's something coming to an end. So you are in a huge closing out of, it's not just one cycle, it's like layered cycles. Like how the end of the year is also the end of the month and the end of the week. It's that kind of idea where you're having, they're showing me like a big circle and then little circles, what's that word? Concentric, is that the right word? Where they're inside each other? So they're just saying, like, you have a number of things that are wrapping up that are either starting to close right now, or the process is going to start happening during these next 3 months, or some combination of all of that. It's gonna like close some things and kick off the closing chapter of other things. Okay. Also relevant, because we're talking about this being the beginning of 2026, 2025 is a 9-year, meaning the end of the cycle, because 2026 is a 1 year. When you add up numerology like that, you are only getting you add till you only have a single digit. So 10, 1 plus 0 becomes 1. So it makes so much sense that you would be having this massive, and all of these massive endings at the end of the year of the snake, which is all about shedding and leaving things behind, right? Which you have here. Shedding, you've got the moon, leaving things behind, Six of Swords. Oh, goodness. Okay. Oh my God. All right. Let's move on. I'm not just over here geeking out. I'm such a nerd. But I embrace it. Love being a nerd. It is cool to be nerdy about shit that you love. And if you don't think so, sad for you, honestly. Also, I don't think anybody that would watch 40 minutes of this would think that. So. If you're still here, you probably are nerdy about some stuff too. Take it as a good sign that I get this excited about my gift and craft and profession. All right, what do our dear Pisces need to hear as one more message to take with them tonight? Oh, okay. I love when they do that. Ooh, the sun. And there's a butterfly on here for anybody that, that is an association, a validation of synchronicity of some kind for you. If butterflies are one of yours, there's a butterfly on here, and they're making me talk about it. Okay, healing energy, happiness, comfort, and joy. Let me have it. Okay. Sun. Healing energy, happiness, comfort, joy. The sun is the main source of life on our planet. It holds great power in the Green Witch practice. It gives us light, which feeds plant life and is essential to the process of photosynthesis. From these plants comes oxygen, nourishing us when we breathe. Sunlight also brings comfort to our bodies, easing chills and dampness, helping us stay warm. The Sun card is associated with robust health and healing illnesses. The light chases away the darkness and encourages joy and happiness. Let the light in to illuminate dark corners in your life. Allow optimism into your heart to encourage you. There are bright times ahead. Then there's a reflection question down here, or two, you got two. It says, what needs healing in your life? What needs comfort and attention? I love this. This card is associated with robust health and healing illnesses. One of my precious Pisces is healing from something very major, so that makes me happy to hear. Okay. All right, I think that's it. We're just gonna stop there. I am going to do my best to have all of these posted before New Year's. I'm really going to try and get most of them knocked out tomorrow. Hoping to get at least one more done tonight, and then I'll be in pretty good shape. But please be patient with me. I am just one human, and in my endeavor to make these good readings, and not just, that's not the right word, what's the right word? I mean, they're all good, but meaningful, to make these helpful and meaningful readings. I didn't want to skimp on time, so they all, like I said, they're all in like the 35 to now almost 45-minute range. So there's 12 signs. And then I have to edit them, add captions. And I know some people, I'm a psychopath. I know most people just add the captions and go for it. I want to make sure that the captions are correct because I have people that I care about that are hard of hearing, and so I want to make sure that the messages they're reading are the correct ones. So I will then make sure that those are all correct and then upload it and blah, 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 blah. So for every one of these readings, just know that there's like another hour and a half, essentially, of behind the scenes work that comes to getting these posted. So yeah, please be patient with me. If you are interested in your own reading, you can do that through my website. I think I said that. All right, that's it. I love you guys. Please feel free to check your other placements. If these resonate for you at all, please consider sharing them with other people. You genuinely don't know how much sharing one of these posts, like sharing these posts does a lot for me. So if you feel so called, I would greatly appreciate that. Okay, that's it for real. Bye.